So we've been making the sparkling wine since 1991. The gold label, it provides a combination of good value and a high quality wine. So basically starting in the vineyards, we've got Pinot Noir and Chardonnay being the predominant sparkling varieties for us. They're coming from blocks that are specifically designated for the sparkling program based on either clonal material or vineyard locations. For our gold label, our main wine, it's going to be probably 55 to 60% Pinot Noir, a little bit of 45% Chardonnay, and depending on vintage, we'll have some Pinot Gris in there as well. We are fermenting in the bottle that you're going to receive. The autolysis, the yeast breaking down, is a big component of this. It takes a certain amount of time to start getting this release of flavors. Depending on the cuvee, we're looking anywhere from 24 months sort of minimum aging time up to more 5 or 6 years. At that point, we're going to move on to the next sort of step, which is now having to remove the yeast sediment from the bottles. And this is a process called riddling, which would be basically taking a bottle from laying flat, which is the way it would be stored for the last 2 years. And then we need to invert the bottle such that all of the yeast winds up in the neck upside down. At this point, we're going to move on to a process that we're going to call disgorging, which will be us in a semi-automatic sort of format, is having to freeze the neck of the bottle such that the sediment's isolated from the wine. We need to pop a crown cap off, and then we'll add a little bit of dosage, which would be a little bit of a sugar and wine mixture, back, cork, wire hood, and then we'll be looking at packaging those wines anywhere from 3 to 6 months after that. With all the wines at Blue Mountain, I mean, all of the fruit is estate fruit. So it comes from the domain here. We control all of the activity going into it, and this for sure gives us an advantage in terms of the quality of fruit that we get, the consistency of fruit from year to year, and that's with the sparkling wine as an example. I mean, you make the wines in 1 year, you bottle, you wait another minimum 2 years before you're going to release it. You can't, I would say, you can't really afford to be moving from one theme to another, because there has to be a consistency behind the product, especially when you're talking about trying to create a house style as well, and that is the estate here.